to them. The All-Seeing Guys. The All-Seeing Guys. With Greg and Joe. The All-Seeing Guys. The All-Seeing Guys. Greg and Joe.
Hello, welcome to episode 256 of the All-Seeing Guys podcast with Greg and Joe. I, of course, am Greg, and I'm joined over the team waves by, who is this?
So it is an obvious Joe Jackson, all up in your grill.
An obvious Joe Jackson. I don't know, when you referred to it as yourself as an obvious,
Yeah.
made me think of a bird. Not like a
obvious.
lady,
Yeah,
but
yeah, not like a
like you know,
bird.
if you're like bird watching. Oh look, it's the obvious Joe Jackson.
yes,
It's the obvious Joe.
yes.
It's an obvious Joe.
Yeah.
They're so rare, you know, an obvious Joe.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
How
they're
is
rare.
oneself?
Yeah, I'm all good, man. I'm good. I'm alive, breathing, all the usual sort of things.
Alive,
Going
breathing, they are pretty usual.
pretty usual, pretty obvious. Some would say. But yeah, it's all good, man. Just been a whole lot of working and playing Grand
Yep,
Theft
I
Auto.
can relate to that.
Playing.
And playing what?
I've been playing Grand Theft Auto again.
Oh, right, okay.
Because the announcement of it being delayed until next year
Yes.
was quite gutting.
Yeah.
But then they did release a second trailer, which looks fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, it does,
I've
yeah,
been
yeah.
absolutely obsessed with it. So I jumped back onto the GTA 5. Just trying to fill the time. It's not even a year yet until it comes. It's out on the 26th.
Yeah, yeah.
The 26th of May next year. So I've still got 350 fucking 8 days to go. So
Yeah, there's a little bit of time to go. A
little bit of time. Yeah, I'm just really hoping it's to live that long. You know?
Yeah. No,
The other day-
I've got every confidence in you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna die, but like, you know, crazy things have happened. Like,
That's true.
I was just the other day. I was thinking, like, oh my god, like, what if a year's a long time, man. I could get hit by a bus. Like, I'd be really gutted if I don't play GTA 6. That'd be
Yeah.
a shame.
Okay, no,
But,
yeah, well, you know, but
yeah.
we'll get you there. You'll die the
I'll
day
be
it comes
fine.
out.
The day of.
As it's 99% installed.
The day, the perfect. You just
Like
get that little
meteorite, like crash through your window. Or ironically, you're dying of carjacking.
a carjacking or like a fucking
The bus will
plane
get
will crash through my-
hijacked your run. On your way home to play it. Oh, it should be installed by now. I've been at work. It should be ready to go. And not that you don't get a bus. Any time that involves you getting a bus, I want to keep it realistic.
God, these days not often. Everything's I've very much adopted
train.
Ed's
Well,
way
they're not
of
going to
living.
hijack a train, are they?
No, what do you get? Like, it's like you can't. Yeah, it's got to go. A train is on rails, man. You can't like
Yeah.
really, unless you want to just crash it into its final destination.
No, I was,
I made a
well, there you go.
I made a final destination reference at work the other day.
oh, yes.
Oh god, what was it? A guy came in and he was he said he was installing what he called an incinerator. Have you ever heard of an incinerator?
No, is it something that burns sinks?
You would think, wouldn't you? Like incinerator. No, an incinerator is it's a waste disposal thing that you have in your sinkhole. Basically, it's those blades.
Right.
It's the blades.
Very
that, like-
American. Very American, yeah.
And he was talking to me about it, and I was just like, "Oh, mate, that's you just telling me that is giving me the fear for you, like installing it." It was like, "Yeah, no, me too. I'm really scared about it." And then I just said, it's like I feel like those things are like the start of someone's death in like Final Destination.
Yeah,
and he was just like,
thanks for that.
yeah, he was literally like, I gave him his receipt, and then he was like, "Oh, thanks very much, man. I really appreciate that." And I was like, "Oh yeah, sorry. Good luck."
You know, the new film just came out, mate. It could be happening.
Yeah, I keep seeing the fucking advert for that, and it's just someone stepping on a bit of glass, and then for some reason a lawnmower is on top of them. So yeah, that's.
Right.
But I mean, they're
Apologise
always bit odd
Sorry.
with the fucking deaths. What are you
They are. I do
apologising
like
for?
them.
What have
I was
you-
apologising if you're hearing a lot of clicking or noises, not you, the listeners, because I think I can't tell whether it's the lead to my mic.
Oh, what?
can't tell.
I don't get an apology?
Well, can you hear it?
Yeah, no, not at all.
Oh right, yeah. That's yeah. Which actually makes me think it is the mic. Okay, I just stopped to do a bit of a bit of tidying up. And I
thought
think
you-
actually,
thought you were about to say a bit of tarting
I think
up
I've got rid of it now. I didn't know what I was going to say. I was like, I just thought to do a bit of. And I was trying to think, what do I
tarting up.
say? I didn't really fix anything. I just closed Logic and reopened it, and the
Yeah.
clicking stopped. So yeah, apologies if you're hearing it. If you weren't hearing it, then shut the fuck up.
I haven't got tarted up in a long time. I'd get tarted up again.
I told a customer I was a tart the other day.
Nice.
She was commenting on my polo. It was quite obviously it's work, so it was quite a loud one.
You were sucking on a mint?
No, and then she was like, "Oh, I like your polo," and I was like, "Oh, thank you." And then she realised my watch was matching it. And was like, "Oh, I like you," and I was like, "Oh, you're a bit of a tart." I like my.
You love a bit
watches.
of colour coordination, don't you?
Yeah. Watch to colour in me or to me Nike shoes. She's like, "Oh, I like you." Her and her husband enjoyed me,
Yeah.
not physically.
I went
just the till.
physically. Not physically. I'm sure, maybe.
Maybe.
You're on their radar now.
So no. So you've just been playing GTA. I've not been up to much. I did go to the Toy Fair in Sandown last weekend.
Oh yeah. Was that like
it was
a
good.
retro fair? Was it?
Yeah, it's a vintage one. It's done like 2-3 times a year. It's always quite good.
Now, what's the difference between retro and vintage?
I don't know, about 20 years.
Set that up beautifully, mate.
Yeah,
Not
isn't
that-
vintage? Let's. It's vintage when it's 100. No, it's not 100 years because they call. Right, let's see. How long till something's vintage? How long? Oh, I've failed at the first hurdle of this Google. How long till something becomes not a habit? Thank you.
It's
Jumping off on that
it's 21 days for a habit to form.
Becomes vintage. So, generally, something becomes vintage after 20 to 100 years. Well,
That's
there's
a
no
big-
strict
that's a big-
definition.
That's a big like stretch of time.
Yeah. So, what about when something becomes antique? I think I had this conversation recently. Antique. Right. Customary definition of antique requires that an item should be at least 100 years old. So then it goes from vintage. Once it hits 100, it becomes antique.
Oh, this is a good explanation as well. It says vintage. Yeah, as you said, vintage refers to authentic items from a specific past era, typically at least 20 years old. While
Yes.
retro refers to modern or new items that mimic the style of past era.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. We've learned
Very
something
good.
today, people.
We have. We've all learned something.
And if you already knew that, well, me and Greg have just learned something. So
Yes, there you go.
just give us this, all right?
Yeah, it was good. Indiana bought a bunch of Power Ranger figures. I bought.
That's an
some more
interesting
Godzilla
choice.
stuff.
Where's that come from?
She watched. She watches. There's that. It's not. It's a couple of years old now, maybe longer, 2-3 years old. On Netflix, there was like that. They did that film, that one-off. Not even a film. It was like an hour long. Can't
Oh,
remember what
wasn't
it's
it?
called.
Wasn't that when they got like old actors and actresses?
They all come back
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
Yeah, they
It was like a
come back for it.
multiverse sort of scenario, like.
Not really. It wasn't really a multiverse, but it was just like that they just still the Power Rangers. But
Yeah.
they just haven't stopped. And obviously, it addresses the actress that died all those fucking years ago, the Yellow Ranger.
Oh yeah, and then wasn't
the
there?
Yellow Ranger?
And
She
then
died
wasn't
in a car crash,
yeah,
didn't she?
and then the Green Ranger is like in prison or something.
Yeah, he Green Ranger told me he committed suicide.
Oh,
and, not
my bad.
There was another Red Ranger, but not. I don't think he was like the proper old lineup of the. He was like a random one of the hundreds of offshoots they do. He like murdered his housemate, roommate, or something. But no, in general, I've been watching this one on Netflix. So yeah, and it addresses the actress that died in it. It starts by her dying, saving Blue Ranger from Rita, which is quite a
Okay.
dark opening. Like it literally starts with her dying.
Yeah.
So Indiana's been watching that one over and over. So yeah, she bought the when she found the Black Ranger, she was like, "Zack's back in black." That's what he says in the episode.
I think the Black Ranger as well. I keep seeing this clip of him, like from the one that I remember, which was the
Original lineup.
Yeah,
but
yeah, the original lineup. But he went on to be in there was a rollerblading like aggressive inline film called Brink, and he was like
Oh yeah.
he was like a high school kid in it that was just like he was like not I wouldn't say a jock, but he was basically part of like the villain of the bad people of it. And his fucking hairline is so fucked in that movie. And I keep seeing like a meme of it pop up. I follow a Reddit sub called "Just Fuck My Shit Up," And it's just
Yeah,
people
yeah.
with bad haircuts, and about once a week he fucking gets posted.
Oh, that's funny. You obviously got it sorted out for this Power Rangers
Well,
one, then.
I mean, you know, if you get turned into a meme, you fucking realise some things.
So yeah, she was on Power Rangers. I obviously bought some Godzilla stuff, some Star Wars stuff. I found there's also some fucking Roger Rabbit.
Yeah,
fucking
you did.
playing cards with a bubble gum,
Yeah.
like fucking old school.
I'm assuming you
Yeah.
won't be opening them anytime soon.
I've opened one of them
Okay.
already. I wrapped it back up nicely.
Yeah.
I did buy one to open one, not to.
But you should have filmed it and whacked it on YouTube, man. Everyone loves a pack
Yes, could
opening.
have. Yes, they love that. Yes, look at this. No, I feel stupid. Oh, look, Roger Rabbit cards. I didn't expect that.
Knowing
Who
your
would
luck
have
as well,
thought?
you would have fucking packed the Jessica Rabbit, and you'd be like, oh,
Oh my word.
oh my god.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than that, nothing major to share. It's all
Alright.
been just work and
It
life.
has, yeah. I did
Mundane
actually. I did during the week have one bit of enjoyment, which is we don't. I mean, I've had multiple.
It's like you got to. It's like you got given half hour in the yard or something. That wasn't enjoyment.
I've had a wonderful week. On Thursday I got to experience Tottenham Hotspur in European glory, which was really good. Not the biggest. I won't. I mean, this is not a sports podcast, so obviously we don't really cover it much. But it's been 41 years, so the exact time that I've been alive since Spurs won a European Cup, and then it happened, and it was.
It fucking happened.
Literally just been watching the players get pissed since, and it's been fucking, and they've just lost 4-1 on the final day of the season. So it's thank God it's over. But yeah, it's been that was enjoyable. My boss, who is also a Spurs supporter, was over in Spain. And was watching the game with Chris Kamara, which was
so funny.
fucking out of all people. Old Cammy,
So
Cammy Kamara was there, and that was definitely a highlight of the week. I'll call you Kamara.
Ah, cool, you Kamara. Fucking hey, well then there you go. Congratulations on being a Tottenham supporter.
There you go.
Don't get to say that often.
Annoyingly I have been doing that thing where I'll say we, and Becca has just been like, what do you mean we? What have you done?
What did you do?
Yeah,
I
what did you
supported.
fucking do? Like, yeah,
I supported.
it's good.
Should we move on to a bit of Geezedropping?
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind,
hear
actually.
old. You wouldn't mind? I've heard snippets over a conversation heard by you. Us, we know contest. What did you hear? What have you heard of Geezedropping?
Geezedropping. Having a listen.
I'm quite geese light this episode. I've only got a couple.
Yes, I'm actually the same as well. Yeah, Top Shagger once again's come through and it sent me a couple.
Okay, let's go with that.
Alright.
Get Top Shagger. That's why it's on top.
He sent me this one again, like absolutely no context. It does say it starts with the word "wheeze," but I don't know if that means "was," because I know people do call him like "wazza," and I don't know if it's just a spelling mistake. But it does say. I'm just gonna say. It just says "wheeze." These look like your kind of people. What do you mean, lesbians?
Damn.
That's what puts. And then that like makes me second guess it, because I mean he's not a lesbian. He might be a lesbian.
No, what was going on? Who knows?
Damn.
And then okay.
Another one is the conversation he overheard, and it just says, "I've never had a winkle." You've never had a winkle? Yeah, I've never had a winkle.
Wow. That's why I used to call my penis.
What?
When I was a child.
Yeah, I was going to say when you were 36.
Yes, when I was 36. My winkle. Winkle of unfundament.
Nice.
Lovely,
Nice.
I like that word winkle, it's funny.
It's good.
Sam sent a geese drop. I can't get my mum to watch reality shows. All she watches is weird programmes about the war. The most reality show there is.
Yeah, look at it. We watched we watched the hunt for Osama bin Laden that's just gone on Netflix actually, and it was really, really good.
Oh.
Yeah, quite enjoyed.
Did they find him?
Yeah. Surprise. Yeah, plot twist. Found him. Took a while.
Everyone.
Took a while, but they got there.
Fuck yeah.
Hide and
then-
seek champion, that guy.
And then we have Stu dropped us. I love it. And Stu sends one in. Geezedropping, having a listen. Literally seconds ago, two young chaps just walked past my window and said, You just know when Louise takes her shoes off, she'll either hit somebody with them, try to eat them, or use them as a sex toy. Specifically when she takes her shoes off.
That is a broad usage potential.
Specifically.
That's out of those three. Like, why is it those three? I like it, the one that caught me off guard. I knew sex toy was or something sexual was coming with it, but eating it eat them threw me off guard. I didn't see that coming.
Because at that point, I thought he still meant or use them as a sex. Oh, this is what he does. What she does with her shoes. She'll either hit somebody with them, eat them, or use them as a sex toy.
How do you? How do you use a shoe as a sex toy? I don't know.
It depends on the shoe.
Oh, I guess if it's a heel.
I was watching Green Wing the other day randomly, and there's the weird Scottish woman in it, the HR woman in it. She's really funny. It was like the first
best
episode.
Character in it.
Oh, it just cuts to her at her desk, sitting there, and then she just takes her shoe off and it's a heel, and she just starts sucking on the fucking heel, and then puts it back on, and then it just cuts away to the next scene. She is
like an utter maniac. I feel like the way those scenes, like her scenes where they're in her office, it is literally just one camera. There's no like back and forth shots. It's all shot through one camera, and I really just feel like the actors are sent in there with no clue what she's going to say.
What's going to happen?
Like, because it's so fucking bizarre.
I feel like there's a lot of improv on that show. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I fucking loved Green Wing.
It's really good. That's
so
why I hadn't watched it in years.
So fucking good.
So yeah, well, I enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so fuck it. Okay, so that is our Geese drops.
Thank you, senders.
Thank you, everyone. As always.
Without you, obviously, there wouldn't have been a Geese dropping this week.
Got a few things here, but this is a bit of a cop-out, and it's a bit of a random one, because I was looking at Facebook memories earlier, and it got me thinking, and I ended up going on to what happened on this day throughout history, just written certain dates in there.
Okay.
And then I was like, oh, fuck it, I'm going to put down what the day this episode comes out, which is Tuesday, the 27th of May.
Okay.
So on this day, Tuesday, 27th of May, I had a look to see if anything happened on this day, and there was loads.
Yeah.
I'm not going to read all of it, because it's, it starts at like crazy early in history.
Yeah.
Like the dawn of time.
Before Christ.
But before I look at that, I know you're all asking, are there any national days on this day?
Oh,
Tuesday,
on Tuesday?
2nd of May.
What are the
Tuesday,
is there
27th of May.
Is there a national day?
There's 3 national days to mention here.
That's awkward.
One of them's quite profound and amazing.
Okay.
National Grape Day today, everyone.
Do you mean the fruit?
Grapes.
Or
grapes.
Do you,
yeah, the fruit. No, the fruit. Yeah, national grapes.
Not the term that people now use for sexual assault.
No.
Okay.
So no, because they don't want to say rape on YouTube. Yeah, Star Wars did that.
So fucking hell.
Star Wars did that.
It is.
Andor, by the way, was a fucking incredible show, everyone. So fucking good. A very good show if you don't like Star Wars. Also a really good show if you do like Star Wars.
We don't have to just chuck these things. We can give them some time if you want to talk about it.
No. I just want to say it's really good. There's no point in me doing a breakdown review of it. It's a fucking deep-ass fucking show. It was really fucking good show. But that is because there was an attempted rape by one of the Imperial officers, it's upset so many fucking people. It shouldn't be in Star Wars, but it was literally the most realistic, grounded fucking Star Wars show ever.
Yeah.
And the Empire are fucking scary. Yeah. Like, that's what they're meant to be.
Yeah.
It makes the Empire, TIE fighters and stormtroopers, they fucking... Oh, there's too many spoilers, but it's dark, and like it makes the Empire fucking scary. It makes them fucking Nazis.
So they didn't use the term grape. There was just a scene with a rape.
They don't use it. So he tries to rape her, and then she gets free, whatever, and it upset a lot of people. So a lot of people rush to YouTube to make videos about the episode, but they don't like to say rape in the video. So a lot of them started saying grape. And I was actually watching somebody's review of Andor yesterday, and he's like, I'm just going to say it. There's an attempted rape scene. I'm not going to say grape. Doesn't anyone find it weird that because of little bots that are scanning our videos for things we say and get penalised for, that we're actually changing our own language?
Yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying as fuck. I fucking hate it. It is just like... I understand.
So it's not said in the show, no.
I understand that people on YouTube have to make money, and there is, very, very sort of like harsh restrictions and stuff like that. But it is now bleeding into people's actual vocabulary, and they're like these are words that you should be able to say. Like if you're saying that in conversation, you're not getting monetized for your conversation. So why the fuck are you saying it? Like.
Yeah,
It's
no, I've seen,
people
I've seen a lot of a lot of
fucking
people having that
stupid.
debate recently.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's not since it started, but the recent surge of that is what all the YouTubers trying to discuss it.
So I
Of course,
hate it, man. It's one of my biggest.
People got very angry. A lot of people got very upset by it.
I
anyway,
would say it's a bee in your bonnet for me. In all honesty, it's,
no, I
it
agree.
annoys me.
I didn't realize it was really a thing till yesterday when I saw it mentioned in another video. But
Censorship.
yeah, Andor was fucking awesome. Everyone, really fucking awesome.
So National Grape Day then. So sorry.
Yeah, and then it's also National Grape Popsicle Day, which seems like it's weird. It has its own day.
Yeah. Why is there an offshore day?
Yeah,
Why do they have to segregate themselves from the celebration of the grape?
It doesn't Grape Popsicle Day fall on the Grape Day anyway?
Yeah.
Is there a Popsicle Day for every other flavour throughout the year?
Yeah,
It's an American one.
That's
But they're American,
say
these
no
ones.
more.
But this one, here we are. This one's, very exciting. And you know what, Joe? Let me be the first to wish you a Merry National Cellophane Tape Day.
Cellophane. So what? Sticky tape? Like
Sellotape.
sellotape.
It's just the American way of saying it. But yeah, Sellotape.
So extra.
Happy
so
Sellotape
fucking
Day,
extra.
Joe.
Oh well, thanks a lot, man. Happy
fantastic day.
Did you use some sellotape today?
I haven't. Oh no, of course I have. I was at work. Yeah, I
Yeah.
used Sellotape.
I used
fuck
quite
yeah, I
a
used
bit.
Sellotape.
I wouldn't call
And
it.
Soul Tape.
I wouldn't
Soul
say.
Tape and Sellotape.
I wouldn't say I used sellotape itself. We've got a.
I did.
I would say I probably used more gaffer tape today.
Right.
Than I did sellotape, but
Nope,
yeah.
Sellotape here, through and through. Yeah.
nice, fair enough. Traditional,
Got it done.
I like it.
Got it done. Got it done. Got it stuck
done.
on stuff.
Nice, tick.
So, if I'd known, Joe, I would have somehow arranged to have Sellotape given to you today with a bow on it for National Sellotape
If I'd
Day.
known,
That'd
I
been
would
a
have-
Nice
I would
little
have-
treat, wouldn't it?
If I'd known, I would have wrapped my head in sellotape.
For some reason, I'm thinking of that Batman scene when he's the original Batman with
Keaton.
Jack Nicholson as a Joker.
Yeah.
When he sits down with Kim Basinger in the art gallery, and he gives her the box, and all the gas starts coming out.
Oh,
He shows
yeah,
the
yeah,
box, and it's got the mask in it. Just imagine me and you sat in an art gallery, and as the gas comes out, and I pass you the box, and you open it, it's got sellotape in it, and I'm like, shit, wrong box! Both just fucking drop on the
We
floor
both
dead.
just fucking die.
Just die. It went wrong.
Oh, God.
So yeah, Happy National Sellotape Day to you, Joe.
And to you and to our listeners.
Yes, and spoilers, Joe. That's what I've called the episode already.
Okay.
I can change it, but that's what I've listed. Is that in getting the episode
All
prepped?
right,
I've called
sweet.
it National
That's it.
Sellotape
National
Day.
Sellotape Day. I can work
Well,
with
it's
that.
Cellophane Day, but we can call it Sellotape because fuck it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not a British recognised holiday, but it should be, and I want to raise awareness.
Yeah, maybe we should. Yes, we'll have to. I'm gonna put a reminder.
Just
on my
us
phone.
getting tangled up in sellotape.
Yeah,
Like.
I'm gonna wrap it around my face and make myself look
Yeah,
horribly distorted.
yeah. Just do us getting stuck in sellotape. That's fun. So yeah, there you go, everyone. Happy National Sellotape Day.
Yeah,
I hope you guys are celebrating.
yeah.
In
I mean,
the way you best see
conveniently on a bank holiday as well. That's perfect.
Yeah. So national events on 27th of May, historic events. Man, there's all sorts here. Can get broken. Ooh, can I change? Oh, there's sections. Deaths. Okay, they're not. There are deaths, but they're all like 366. That's the year, by the way.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, there's loads. A lot of these are obviously because the timeline's so like I'm scrolling for ages and I'm still like in 1914. Joseph Swan, English pharmacist and chemist, dies at 85. There you go, little Joseph there. I'm going to stick to what I had before rather than go through the breakdowns. I'm going to go back to the main one. Here we go. Major events. Right, this thing starts literally so like, I've got 1660, Denmark and Sweden signed the Treaty of Copenhagen, ending the Second Northern War.
Oh, well, that's an
And a lot of
exciting one.
There's actually quite a lot of very, looks like big historical events that I'm probably just skimming past because I'm just like, nah. Oh, here we go. This is interesting. In 1895, British inventor Bert Akers, not Bert, I've never seen that word before. B-I-R-T. Bert, spelt with an I instead of a U.
B-I-R-T.
Beard.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, no, Bert.
How would you pronounce that? It's English as well. It's like it's like Bert, but with an I instead of a U.
God, that's a great. Oh no, isn't
That's
it
hard
you?
to say.
Isn't Bert you? B-U-R-T.
That's what Bert should be, but instead of the U, it's an I. So it's like it's still, I would still say
Quirky.
Bert.
Quirky, that's a bit quirky
Bert?
for my liking.
Bert Akers sounds.
I like
Anyway,
Bert as a name though. I'd get
But it's not Bert.
Something.
It's I don't know. But anyway, he patents the film camera projector in 1895. On this thing.
1895, eh?
Yeah, that's a fucking
That's a
bit
touch, isn't it?
It is a touch, eh? How about fucking that? We like that happening. I'm going
Thanks,
to move
Bert.
a bit more. Thanks, Bert. The first transatlantic flight ends. U.S. Navy flying boat takes 11 days. First transatlantic flight ends. 1990. That's interesting. Japanese military intervenes in Chinese civil war to protect Japanese residents. Oh, that's nice. Looking after each other.
Oh, that's nice. Looking after each
That's
other.
nice. Looking after
In
each
the middle
other.
of a fucking war.
I'm going to move right on now to Italian army began siege of French western fort Berhaken in 1942. We're still in early. We're still
Yeah, still early.
early. Oh wow! Longest jump record, 1961. Ralph Boston of US sets the longest jump record at 27.5 meters. That's really far.
It's centimeters, just centimeters. What
That's
are we
like a
doing? No,
ruler.
but that could be any. Is that like the long jump or the triple jump? Is that like
Yeah,
a
it's just
sporting
the long
event,
jump.
or was this
Long jump.
literally just a man standing on the fucking pavement and standing still and seeing how far
No, he
he
looks
can
dressed
propel
for it.
himself? He looks
He looks
dressed
dressed
for it.
He looks ready. He looks dressed for jumping.
How far
tell you
do you
that
think if you in not in the long jump or the triple jump, but if you were just standing still,
Yes.
how far do you think you could propel yourself forward in a jump-like motion without any kind of run-up or anything at all?
Oh, I don't know.
Couple of meters?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I think quite far.
Quite
Maybe
far.
not like, crazy far, but far enough.
Yeah. You just hope for a good strong wind to push you a little bit, those few extra centimeters.
Yeah. Jesus. 1975. Worst motor vehicle disaster in UK. Brakes fail on a bus full of elderly women and it plunges 17 feet off the road at Dibbles Bridge, Yorkshire, killing 33
Jesus.
people. That's fucking dark, innit?
Yeah.
Bus full of old elderly women just plunges 17 feet off a bridge and fucking kills 33. Fuck.
But I bet Sellotape Day wasn't celebrated that day.
No, yeah. Maybe to fix the bridge. 1977.
That's the reason it broke in the first place.
Sex Pistols released God Save the Queen,
Oh, okay.
sparking major controversy, and it led to being banned. The song being banned by the BBC. Yes, we know
Why?
that. We know that.
It's very
Jesus
rude.
Christ.
Is it rude? Is that it?
A little bit rude.
It's a little bit rude.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a whole other thing, that isn't it? 'Cause that fucking song coming out and how they didn't like play it on the, because it should have been like higher in the charts, wasn't it? They like refused to play it, didn't they? Wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a
Lots
weird,
of stuff.
it's a weird concept. The old
It
music
is.
charts.
Do you know what's weird? I was thinking the other day. I was just like, God, there's no more. How long it's been since there was like Top of the Pops and stuff on. Then I was like, I don't even know how the charts work anymore. It's all like, I guess it's just done by streams rather than purchases. Right?
I have no
even know
idea.
if there
Do
even
people,
is.
do people
Is there
even
still even a
purchase?
chart?
Is
Or there
people
must
even
be.
purchase music anymore, or like?
Some people probably still do. Maybe not physical. Some people are obviously collecting, like who do collect albums and vinyl.
Yeah. But do you remember
But
like
I think
when
people
singles?
do buy streaming. Yeah.
Singles that you. Do you remember like any singles that you bought when you were younger?
Yeah, of course.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember the. I bought the Limp Bizkit "Take a Look Around" single because when it came
Yep,
out for
I did
Mission
too.
Impossible, and there was a B-side on there of them performing "End Together Now" with Method Man live.
Yep.
And I'd never heard that. I was just like, "What the fuck is this?" And it was superb. That is genuinely my favourite Limp Bizkit song as well.
Yeah, it's a fucking great song.
Yeah.
We
should. I can't believe we've never not performed that. We could do that.
Yeah, man, we can
Not
do it.
these
Let's
days.
do it.
I
Not
can't
these
see
days,
myself
we give it a go.
performing as a rap artist at the age of 41. No one wants to see that.
I don't know, you never know. Maybe we go to old people's home.
That'd be
Do
sick.
like a little lunchtime performance for them.
That'd be sick. That'd be good.
1994. Yes, you'll be very happy to hear this, Joe. The
All right.
Flintstones live-action movie based on a 1960s cartoon starring John Goodman as Fred and Rick Moranis as Barney.
Yeah,
and Rosie
dude.
O'Donnell as Betty premieres.
I think people are only now getting annoyed that Rosie O'Donnell played Betty in that. And they're just like, what the fuck did we do to deserve this?
Did you see that film in the cinema in
I did.
1994?
I fucking did, man.
too.
Yeah, Cole
I did
McLaughlin,
as
Halle
well.
Berry. I remember that
Yeah,
shit.
I did too. It was someone's birthday, I remember. That's why we saw it.
Yeah. It was great. It was fucking great. For what it was great.
Yeah. Also in 1995, oh man, actor Christopher Reeve is paralysed from the neck down after falling from his horse in a riding competition in Virginia.
Jesus. I mean, yeah, that's monumental, that.
If I didn't realise it was so early as 1995, wow.
Yeah, it was after the Superman movies, and I don't think
Well,
they
obviously,
were. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was after the Superman movies, but I didn't think
There's
it was that
no
long
way.
ago,
They're just
is all I
like,
mean.
there's no way we can write a paraplegic into a Superman movie. That's not happening.
I mean, we can do the, yeah. Like, yeah, I guess not. I mean, he was in Smallville.
Was he?
In the chair, paralysed. He played Dr. Swan.
Well, yeah. I mean,
He didn't play Superman.
I was going to
obviously,
say, yeah, you can't do that.
God, that'd be a, yeah. You're going to meet yourself in the future, Superman. Oh,
What happens to me?
Oh
Don't
my
go.
God.
Don't get on a horse. Just don't
thought
get
I
on a
was-
horse.
So apparently not much, because in the 90s, I thought the 90s were a lot more, but the 90s is mostly things ending, like TV shows
Yeah.
or films. Or then you got the Christopher Reeves bit. The first all-female 20 British women team to reach the North Pole in 97. That's going to be worth a mention.
That's pretty good. Fair play.
That's going to be worth a
Fair
mention.
play. That is no small feat. That is a pretty big achievement.
Yeah, fucking A. And then we get to 1999, and then all of a sudden we're in, 2000. We're in 2000. We jump from 2000 to 2005, so nothing.
Yeah, 9/11
Nothing of
fucking
interest
happened, and
between
everyone
them.
was like, everything else.
Yeah,
is
but not on this day.
not on this day. No, obviously.
Yeah. Madagascar. DreamWorks gets releases
2005?
computer animated film Madagascar with voices by Ben Stiller, Chris Rock, David Schwimmer, and Jada Pinkett Smith. Yeah, 2005.
Wow. What happened in 2000?
Oh wow, Pan's Labyrinth came out in 2006. I've been thinking about rewatching that film. I do like Pan's Labyrinth. That's a good fucking film. I might give that a rewatch. The main problem is that sometimes I put films on, I start dozing off, and because it's in Spanish, I won't really be following or listening, so I have to watch it.
But you've watched it before, so you kind of like
many times. I saw it in the cinema.
So there's no reason for you to fully
No, but it's been a
absorb the
while
dialogue.
since it's been a while since I've seen it. Is what I'm saying. It's been a while since I've seen it.
I don't think I have, which is not uncommon for me.
No, that's not uncommon for you at all. Not at all. 3 ships in 3 days sink carrying immigrants across the Mediterranean, drowning over 700 people in 2016.
Jesus.
Remember that? Yeah. That was big old fucking news.
Didn't we play a benefit gig for that?
Not for that, but we did.
Not for it to happen, obviously.
Well, maybe we did. You could be right.
I swear
actually.
there was
You might be right. I think maybe we did.
there was an all
day.
dayer,
We might.
and we were surprised how late on the bill we were.
Yeah, and everyone was like, yeah, they also surprised us only because we had work.
Yeah, that was They were just like, yeah, you're on at 9, and we're like, why?
You're right. I think we did play a benefit for that.
Yeah, I remember.
How about that?
I remember it.
Oh, there you go. 2020, America's COVID-19 death toll passes 100,000.
Yeah.
That's equal to the number of US servicemen and women killed in Korea, Vietnam, Iraq, and Afghanistan put together.
Ugh. Jesus Christ.
Apparently. They like doing that, combining all those things.
They do, yeah.
Spain begins 10 days of mourning for the victims of COVID-19 with a death toll just under 27,000. Fuck, man. I talk about COVID as if it's like only a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
it's not.
I know what you mean. It's not. It was. It felt like it was longer than 2 years.
Like it's what? Yeah, it's now being finished longer than it went on. And when I say, if I say finished, some people will be like, "Oh, it's not finished." You know what I mean?
Yeah. If I'm only really able to track the timeline on it because I moved home and I moved out of my flat in Tolworth.
Yes,
and it's kind of like
so I'm tracking it.
That's like that's the same using the same term.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Well,
like
this is because I remember that literally days before lockdown went into effect, I drove around and dropped the mic off, didn't I?
Yeah, that's right.
To you at your mum's house.
I was,
with the bag with the cables in it and stuff, and I was like, "This is what you're gonna need."
Still, mate. Still to this
Your
day.
little podcast kit.
Still
You know what? That bag's done well. I had the bag for fucking
alright,
years. I had that when I was like a fucking early in the Fighting Cocks days. It's been around. But, in 2021 was the Friends reunion. Fucking hell, that was 5 years ago.
Oh my god!
17 years after the TV sitcom ended.
See, that's crazy. Like, it's meant like sort of. Hang on, it went. Yeah, it was 1994 to 2004 was Friends. I think. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's they. I mean, everywhere. Like, I don't think. Actually, no. I think people still do give a shit about it. Like
they do. Yeah, they do for sure. Lots of people do. What, Friends or COVID?
Friends.
Right. Both. They do.
Yeah.
This is funny. I don't remember this. You remember this? In 2021, English playwright William Shakespeare was reported to have died after receiving a COVID-19 vaccine by Argentina News, Channel 26. Turned out to be a case of mistaken identity.
What the fuck?
The bard died in 1616.
yeah, he did. Completely non-COVID
But it was
related.
reported that he died in
That's
2016
fucking ridiculous,
by
man.
Argentina News after receiving the COVID-19 vaccine.
Oh, Billy Shakes. Oh dear.
Oh my days! That
Our
is
eldest victim. Of course, he had the whole. Was it during COVID? The old fellow was walking around his garden and ended up making like 5 million in charitable donations.
Major
only
Tom,
for his
Major
like
Tom,
daughter.
Major Tom's the song.
Put some-
Was it?
put some
Captain Tom.
Captain Tom, Major
Captain
Tom,
Tom,
yeah,
something
something
like
like that. Captain Tom, I think is right.
Ground control to Major Tom.
Captain Tom.
Walking in your garden.
But, yeah.
And then you done ruined it all. Yeah, what did she do? Build a spa or something? I don't really understand what
she spent like fucking charitable money on like doing a fucking loft conversion or some shit. I don't know. Ridiculous people.
They get pretty boring towards the end. There's a Ringo Starr fucking concert. Who cares about that?
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. Yep, who gives a fuck?
Fair.
Well,
Well, quite an eventful date, apparently.
Yeah, quite an eventful day. Yeah,
We should do that.
loads. I skimmed through that quite a lot. There was that. If I'd read all that list, this episode would be fucking well.
We should do this. This should be a new segment. What happened on this day?
On this day, yeah,
Yeah.
it might be quite boring for people because it's me go, oh, and then this happened. Oh, let me find something decent and worth mentioning.
Yeah. You can just
Speaking
pick out
of
like
things worth-
five of them or something, and just go from there.
Yeah, I could do that, but it's, yeah. And also, I didn't realise just then that I can break it down into like deaths and all that stuff. Joe, we've been friends 17 years today on Facebook.
Fucking hell, really?
When I say today, I mean Sunday the 25th of May, the day we're actually recording and not the day it comes out.
Yeah.
I just looked at my Facebook
17.
memories, and yes, Joe, we have been Facebook friends for 17 years.
You're one of my longest friends.
It's terrifying. We've been on there for 17 years.
I know, yeah.
I knew you before Facebook, but
Yeah,
that's
absolutely,
fucking. And the
God
pictures
damn.
it's chosen is you and Indiana recreating that fucking the 16th Chapel
I
picture,
love that picture. That
and
was
then the
fucking great.
Fighting Cocks artwork episode.
Oh, yeah,
when we,
yeah.
When we recorded the episode in the Fighting Cocks.
Man, I still remember like a couple of days after the episode went out, Jamie cornered me in the pub and was just like, saw you got behind the bar.
Behind
and
the
I thought he was
bar.
gonna chew me the fuck out, man.
Yeah,
I was just
yeah.
like, he was like, no, it's fine, man. I thought it was awesome.
Do you remember that day when you were in front of
I
the
do.
the bucket
man.
of smoke?
I do remember. That
was
was
fun.
unfortunately that was about 5 days before my dad passed away, so I do remember.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, I do. Like, that was. I mean, yeah, you and Callum
was Callum,
turned up
yeah.
with a bucket, and we set it on fire and called it a braai.
Yeah.
It was good. No, that was actually I needed a day like that. That was well fucking needed.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, man, it was good. We recorded the episode with Callum, which is hard to keep on track. Is all I can remember from that one.
Yeah.
But it was a fucking great afternoon and evening.
Oh, look what else has just done here.
Oh, what is it?
Randy versus Bullen.
Oh my god, no! Oh my god, I know exactly what that is.
So that's a video on YouTube. Not that it's older than the 10 years it's been on my Facebook memories, but it's me sharing it, saying I just looked this up again and tagging everyone in it.
So it's if you're curious to what that is, our good friend Bullen and our very good friend Randy or Andrew from Earthtide were going punch for punch on the arm until one of them gave out or missed. And Bullen swung and missed, so he had to take a punch in the gut as the fourth, not the forfeit, but like as the loser. And these Randy's there going like, go on, lift your top out. I'm going to punch you in the stomach. And then out of nowhere, our other friend Grim walks into the background. He comes in from the door from a cigarette and just sees Randy lifting his shirt up, so does the exact same, and Randy just straight up punches him in the stomach for no fucking reason.
He wasn't ready, did he? Oh
it's
god,
so funny. But then there's another video of Grim getting his revenge, which is slapping Randy.
The one that I've shared is Grim's Revenge.
Yeah, Grim's Revenge.
The one that I've literally got on my memory.
It's a hell of a slap.
Is Grim's Revenge.
It's a hell of a slap. It's
sure
so funny, man. That reminds that was peak fucking fighting cock Saturday night.
I'm going to see if I can find the slap. Oh, there. Is that it? Is that the slap sound?
That was it. Yeah, that was it.
Sounds like there's a child there laughing. Oh, Joe, your face afterwards just like you got your hand over your... Oh, they're hugging it out. Oh, yeah. It was like shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
That on that same night I think it was the same night. I ended up going back to Chris and Randy used to live together. And I think I went back to their place after just to kind of sort of carry on boozing. And there was like a BP garage near them which we stopped into, and it's a big one as well, and it's one of them like BP Marks and Spencer's ones. There's a fuckload of good shit in there, and it's a classic place for people heading home just to stop off and grab munch. And there was a lad in there who was dressed in half a cow suit. He had the bottom, he had the legs of this cow suit on, with like I don't know. I think there was another bit, but he had it like sort of tied up around his waist and that. And we ended up talking to him whilst he was in there, because he was equally as pissed as we were. And I had a photo. There's a photo of me with him somewhere. And as he was leaving, he was like, "Night, lads!" And I shouted, "Don't have a cow, man!" And he just shouted back, "I won't." We're just like, "Oh, fair enough then. All right, yeah."
But I might.
Yeah.
I won't, but I might.
Good.
I am a cow.
Yeah, but that was peak fighting cocks, pissed up. Just good times on a Saturday, man.
I do love looking at the video actually on YouTube. I just fucking lost it. I need to go back and get it. There were 2 comments on there. Someone writing a comment and you replying to it, which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Somebody wrote, because you've called it. Did you say it? Somebody wrote, whoever this person is, Solar Plexus dude. I thought this was supposed to be gut punching, not a sissy slapping in the face. And you've come back with, I can feel the disappointment with every word typed. Get over it.
Because I mean, you put stuff on YouTube, you're kind of open to whatever type of comments. It happened on. I remember like one of the first times I posted like a TikTok video that I appeared in. And one of the first comments I ever got was something along the lines of just like, yes, you're like, I can see the British teeth habit is not a stereotype or something like that. I was just like, you fucking cunt. So I wrote back, AIDS. You are the human equivalent of AIDS, and that was just like, that was it. Fun times.
Damn, I used to like it when you did your racing videos.
Oh yeah, they
From
were
the
good.
train.
Yeah,
They were good fun.
I actually looked back at that the other day, and I was just like, oh, I mean, if I still got the train, I might consider doing it. But yeah, they were fun.
They were fun times. I've got a random little story here. I'm going to not even a story, just something I'm going to mention before we wrap up, which could have been quite a very unstimulating episode, but I've had a good time.
I've had a great time.
This man broke his own world record here, and the world record was to balance
spoons
on his body.
Okay.
The original record was 85 in 2021, and then he broke that record.
That's a lot of spoons. I'm not going to lie.
So actually, no. The original one was 54 back in, and then he broke the record in 2021 with 85. Then he broke it in 2023 with 88. He has now broken it a third time with, how many do you reckon? If we've gone from 85 to 88, and now he's broken it a third time.
I feel like he's got cocky, and I feel like he's really pushed it. I'm gonna say 102.
Wow, that's higher.
Oh,
it's not
really?
far though. It's
Okay.
not far. 96.
Okay, yeah. That's a
96.
decent jump. That's a decent jump.
The three-time record breaker said.
Does it say how he's balancing them?
Yeah, you'll see.
Okay, cool.
You listen, so maybe you can Google it. This three-time record breaker said that he has been sticking objects to his skin since he was a child. After multiple years of practice and effort, I was able to strengthen my talent and develop it to where it is now. He told Guinness World Records, anything, I mean any object, anything that has a surface I can stick to my body, such as plastic, glass, fruit, stone, wood, and even a fully grown human. The fuck?
What? It's probably using sellotape.
I mean, yes. I mean, you're listing plastic, glass, fruit, stone, wood, and even a fully grown human.
He sounds like multi-purpose silicon.
He does, yeah. 96, fucking hell. So there was.
But so I'm assuming this isn't like this is him literally He's got that thing where you can just stick them to your body.
Oh,
he's just
when I was
them.
on here last time, there was a picture
my
of it, but now
my
there's
first
not.
thought was he was piling them up. When I'm just thinking like 96 is an incredible an incredible achievement.
Yeah. I'm gonna pause the video. And I'm gonna. Okay, yeah. Go on. I'll show you. My God, they are literally
He's just covered in spoons.
Like just like sticking it, just putting them on his body,
hell.
and
Like
they're
suit
just
of
sticking
armour.
to his. They're just sticking to him like a suit of armour made of spoons around his torso.
I'd absolutely wear a suit of armour made with spoons. That would look sick. That would look fucking great.
I bet it's really satisfying shaking them all off.
Yeah. I know they seem to be stuck pretty well. Like I mean, he at the end of that video, he sort of raised his arm.
He does muscle man, innit? Fucking, I'm a muscle man.
Fucking great.
Yeah, well, there you go. Fucking
Sick.
spoons, mate. Holy shit.
Fucking spoons. As I said, I thought he was like stacking them, so it was like a big tall tower.
Like on the end of his nose.
Yeah.
or something.
Pardon me for being so ignorant, but like.
No. To his body, mate. To his body.
Jesus.
No fucking around with this guy. He's the real deal.
Yeah,
He's a
fucking
record
right.
breaker, mate.
Magneto is
Goddamn
bricking
fucking
it.
record breaker. Yeah, it's literally Magneto. Fucking A. I know that was a short episode, but that is going to bring this one to a nice, gentle close. Mm-hmm. So I can get it done and edited and enjoy a little bit of
like a toilet seat,
sunlight, I guess. Not enough going to be going on tonight. I just get this edited, scheduled, and then I'll chill out. I'm very tired. I had didn't sleep well last night. Busy day. Another busy day tomorrow.
I've worked all weekend, so I'm absolutely chilling tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to chill. That's all
I feel like chilling tonight.
Like chilling tonight. Right. Okay. Oh, there we go then. Fucking hell. Brings us to the end of the episode.
Yeah,
thanks for listening, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for.
I'll put more work into prep next episode, I promise.
Yeah, thanks again. Sending in stuff to us. Your geese drops. If you see anything funny that we should be reading out, or you think we'll find amusing, send it to us.
Yes,
please. We're not desperate, but it's just like
it's just nice.
It's just nice. It's just nice. You know, it's just nice.
End of the day,
share the wealth.
It's just nice.
Lovely.
Share the wealth.
Greg, always
thanks for listening, everyone. I've been Greg. Louise takes her shoes off and uses them as a sex toy Armstrong.
Sweet. Nice. Okay, I've been Joe Shit.
Joe Shit.
Joe. Yeah, but you've got to pronounce the surname right. Shit.
Yeah, shit.
Oh fuck! I don't know. I've been Joe sticking spoons to himself Jackson or something. I guess.
There he goes. You did dress up as a spoon character for Halloween once, so
I did.
You know.
Yeah, it was the Spoon
did,
Man.
yeah.
It was based off a comedy video where a man was chased by a guy who was lightly attacking him with a spoon. That same night, I got on the train home, still in my regalia, and talked to a man who was homeless and had a previous record of assault against his name, and I was having a relatively decent chat with him, but I completely forgot that I was absolutely covered in bullshit makeup.
Yeah,
But yeah, a nice easy one. That I remember actually. That's because there's a great picture of you, me, and Lewis in the street outside the fireplace.
Yes.
And I'm dressed like
I'm
that.
not dressed up.
You'd gone out for dinner, so you weren't Halloweening it, and then Lewis is just fully dressed like Batman.
Yeah, awesome.
Full on, like, and he looked great, and he looks like Keaton as well. He looks like Michael Keaton.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good.
It was.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was always good.
Fuck yeah. All right, everyone, we'll be back in a couple of weeks with an episode that will have more substance than what you had this week. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Toodaloo.
You've been listening to The All Seen Guys with Greg and Joe, where Greg probably had some kind of list, and Joe most likely went for a piss 5 minutes before the end. If you hear this, it means that Greg hasn't sorted an outro yet. So maybe just imagine some music here, because honestly, that's all I actually wanted. Okay, bye.